Hey folks, Lou here. I wanted to show you something today. I've just got this new little device for the gym, which is called a slingshot hip circle, and fantastic bit of kit. So I've been to the gym this morning to give this a go, and this is a kit for waking up, activating your glute muscles. So I'm always talking about the importance of the glute muscles for runners, for crossfitters, for anyone who squats. You really want to get your glute muscles firing. The glute muscles, they're the muscles that are going to give you really good movement quality around your hips and your pelvis. So runners who get any kind of problems with knee pain, ITB syndrome, shin splints, or just that they have inefficient techniques. So runners who tend to get really tired through their quad muscles rather than feeling their hamstrings and their glute muscles working. This kind of thing is going to be brilliant for you. So I took this bit of kit to the gym earlier. What this is, it's basically a resistance band, really tight one that's made of material, so it's really comfy to wear, and you adjust the resistance by putting it lower down towards your knees is going to be easier. Harder, higher up towards your hips, and then it means that you've got slightly less resistance. This exercise routine that I did earlier, you don't have to have one of these, although this is super comfy. You can use any kind of bit of TheraBand, resistance band, anything that you can pop around your knees that's going to give you something to push out against and really get your glutes activated. And if you are about to exercise, so you're about to do some gym work or you're about to go for a run, we want to get the glutes switching on, but we don't want to fatigue the glutes. So you would just do a little bit of this. I took about 5 minutes working through these exercises, so you can really feel your glute muscles. You feel really nice and warm, but you're not completely fatigued. So the first thing that I did was just with the band around my thighs, walking backwards and forwards, trying to take nice long slow strides, and you could really feel your glute muscles firing up from this. So I went backwards and forwards a little bit. And then I did some squats. So trying to keep chest up, knees out as you're squatting, trying to put a nice equal pressure against the band. And I did some squats where I was going fast up and down, and somewhere I was holding that bottom position for about 3 seconds.
Let's begin.
And then the next exercise that I tried, I love this one in particular, can be brilliant for runners, was a reverse lunge. So the reverse lunge really gets your glute muscle working on the front leg. And what you're trying to do is keep that front knee pressing out against the band so the knee doesn't collapse in. So this exercise in particular was fantastic. And then this final one, so I was really playing around here. I used a elasticated resistance band around my shoulders, and what I was doing here was a good morning exercise. So the good morning's really good for firing up your posterior chain. So you keep your knees a little bit soft, but you're pushing your knees back just a little bit so you can feel your hamstring muscles firing. And then the idea is to keep your spine completely braced, so you're sending your hips backwards and hinging perfectly. So nice long spine, hinging from the hips and feeling your glute muscles. So that's the traditional good morning with the band. But what I did here was I put the slingshot around my knees as well. So I'm actually pressing out against the slingshot with the knees. So really getting glutes working, really getting posterior chain firing. So I did some of these as well and liked that version too. And then this one here was a plie lunge. I had some fun trying this one. Fell over nearly a few times. But we're just working the glute muscles for an even bigger range of movement with the plie action. So a couple of different ways there to use either one of these or a resistance band to really get your glutes activated, get your glutes firing before you run, or indeed before you do some gym work. Like I said, this thing here is a brilliant investment. Otherwise you can use any kind of resistance band, pop that around your knees and have a go at these movements. So hope you find that really useful, and I'll speak to you again soon.